get people to like take the streets everywhere.
Yeah, but do you know who had the idea of to make a global?
I guess it wasn't like someone figured it out. It was like on the 15th of October was supposed to be the largest protest on European level, and it's in like June, the end of June. It started like it was a call to take the streets. It started in Spain, but then as a whole movement started worldwide. For example, like Occupy Wall Street, that started on the 17th of September. It was logical for like I'm in contact with them through the internet all the time with organizers everywhere, so it's obvious that everybody's just going to take part.
It's very spontaneous.
Yeah, of course. There's no one like. Of course, it's totally organic. You know.
It's crazy.
There's no like decision taking.
Because you know sometimes movements like these ones are infiltrated by people.
This one probably is as well, but it's so big that you can't just like stop it with infiltration or undermining it that way, I think.
Did you have problems with infiltrations?
Personally, no, never. I've heard always you hear rumors and stuff, but I've had no problem with that.
You never identified
I've heard
someone?
about it a lot in New York City, in like the General Assembly of New York City. I've heard a lot of comments that they're like.
With the guy from Serbia?
No,
I don't remember his name.
No, yeah, I don't know. I've heard about it a lot because I don't know. Maybe the U.S. is more. Yeah, they're keeping an eye on them closely, and I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of paranoia as well. I'm not sure. They haven't been like confirmed, you know, but probably there is. I mean.
And what do you expect from today?
Well, it's already started in like New Zealand, Australia, Japan, Philippines, and it's gonna start right now in the Middle East, and then they're gonna be the largest protests in Europe, and then the United States. So my hope is it's gonna be really large. There's gonna be people in at least like 1,000 cities.
And how did it work in Asia and everything?
Right, it worked fine. There's a lot of occupations that started today. Yeah, it's like you can't expect them to be a lot of people on the first day, you know. Like Occupy Wall Street, the first day was like 200 people, and now it's huge. And in Spain it was the same. In Spain this started like almost 5 months ago, so you can't expect like a huge turnout on the first day in New Zealand, for example. But if they stay there and they start like, because occupations work like a hub, you know, like a hive mind. The people get together and they start working and start working and start working, make contacts with other people, and you make like this node of workers. So they're probably going to grow. And the thing is, like, these occupations, they normally like bring police repression and stuff like that. So when you get that, you get more people the next day, always. It's like irrelevant. It always works. So I don't know. My hope is going to be really large in Europe and the US. And in these places where it's new, then I hope that people are going to get a chance to know about it.
Don't you think there is a lack of communication, like the way we spread the message about what we are believing in, everything? I don't think people don't even know what we are clearly asking for.
We're not clearly asking for any structural reform. We're asking for a lot of structural reforms, you know, because the issue is so complicated that it mostly translates easily into like feelings like indignation, rage, frustration. That's the easiest way to put all of this like there's lots of things that have to be changed, you know. You can't even like start with one because they're connected to another one and etc. And of course,
yeah, but people, they need like to, you know, they need something concrete.
It depends on local. That's why my job here is like to create a structure of communications to like for media diffusion, for rapid communication between activist groups and stuff. But then assemblies are the ones in charge of like local action, local reform or local proposals that they have to be set in like a national or federal context. You can't say like, yeah, we're going to change this in the whole world. It doesn't make any sense. You have to change, like, you have to first know your local problems that are concrete and exact, and they're not shared by the whole world. Like, the issue in the whole is a systemic issue, like system, but obviously you have to change it in local context. If not, it just
definitely.
So yeah, after this protest, this large protest, where people see that yeah, we're all together, we can like, there's like this feeling for change and this yeah, and popular support, you know, for change, because it's not only people on the streets. There are a lot of people who agree with the message. For example, in Chile, the students who are protesting for because of the privatization of universities, they have like 70% public support. The movement in Spain during the first month had like the same numbers of public support. So the people support it, you know. Right now it's probably different, but yeah, the issues are, they can't be hidden anymore, you know. That we live in a really unfair world, like that can't be hidden. Like the top 5% holds like most of the resources. That can't be hidden. That's openly admitted, and that can't stand now because everybody's passing like through a really bad time, which is why the reason this is like going on right now. You know? So yeah, the change has to be sure. We've been 5 months asking for this. Think about other peaceful movements like